Hi everybody, it's Sandy here. My channel name is Sandy B. Stitcher, and this is a channel about cross stitch and once in a while a little bit of crochet. And I want to say thank you to everyone who is here visiting with me today. Please don't pay any attention to behind me. That is my laundry area back there. And I just decided that I wasn't going to mess with trying to close those doors and all of that stuff. So, hi, how's everybody doing? Today is Saturday, and it is, I wrote this down, it is November the 13th, and I did my last video on October the 26th, which is approximately 3 weeks ago. And it's been a wild few weeks. Oh, Patches is coming over to say hi again. I've had ups and downs health-wise, and it's crazy. So I'm not even going to go into it. It's just part of autoimmune and all that stuff. So here, Patches, you want to say hello? Patches, look up, baby, look up. She doesn't like to be held up in the air. Look up, baby. No? Okay. She doesn't want to say hi. Okay, I have a lot of stuff out here, and I am just going to try to go through it as I see it, and maybe that'll make sense. I have 2 finishes, and I have a couple of whips to show you, and I have a winner of the Hummel booklet, and I had you guys vote on those little kits, and so I'm going to show you what took first place, second place, and so on. And oh, and I want to let Kat know, you know who you are. I didn't get your chart sent out yet. It's just one of those things that's been very difficult for me to get out of the house when I'm having the health issues. But I have it here, and I will get the packaging for it, and get that sent out as soon as I possibly can. I always get the items out. It's just sometimes it's a bit slow. So please bear with me. And I also brought down my box of finishes, but not fully finishes. And I was going to just pop a couple of out of there and show them to you. And if you have any interest in seeing the rest of what's in that box, just let me know. I am still working on that craft room upstairs. I know I've told you over and over I'm working on it. I really am. Each day I try to go up there and I try to either get some of my DMC floss onto floss cards, or I try to pick up a little bit of something or get some stuff out of there that doesn't need to be in there. But when you've had over a year of health issues, broken shoulders, compression fractures in the back, and all that kind of stuff, it takes a long time to get caught up. And anybody that's had health issues will understand that. So let me get started. So the first thing that I have over here on the side is my coffee. So take a sip of coffee. And I'm going to move that over here. Oh, Patches just got down. And I'm going to let you know which of those little kits came in first and second and so on. All right. So the one that came in with the top number of votes and that I will start first, I don't know when that's going to be yet, but it was the teacups. That, and I love it. That's one of the ones that my daughter got me, daughter and granddaughters. Okay, so there's that one. And number 2 was Shores. And this is the one that the girl who cleans for me had picked up for me. So I will be starting that sometime after Teacups. And number 3 is Singing Cat. And Singing Cat is the one that I bought for my granddaughter to do, but she has since decided that she would rather I stitch it and she just be able to have it. And I had a couple of people say that they have granddaughters like that. And number 4 was Wolves. And I'm just going to go to number 5. The last couple, I didn't even write down votes for those, or even if they got any, I don't know. And number 5 was the dragonfly. And I think when I showed this to you originally, I called it butterflies. I know they're dragonflies, but sometimes my mouth doesn't say what my head wants it to. And this one is a needlepoint kit, so this should be quite interesting. Okay, that is all of those. I'm going to put those back into this little tub so that I don't end up with too much of a mess. Okay, so what next? Took care of that. I'm going to make you wait to find out who won the Hummel. I think what I'm going to do is just start with what I find here and show you whips and finishes however they come up. And I apologize if I'm rubbing my nose a lot or blowing my nose a lot. Allergies. It's definitely the time of year for allergies. Although it's quite cool out today. I'm in northern Ohio, probably 3 miles from Lake Erie, and it got into the lower 30s last night, and I think today the high is supposed to be around mid 40s. And it's kind of, the sun was shining earlier, but it's kind of dull looking right now. And I'm just hoping it doesn't rain because I have to go out to the grocery store. And I thought I would try to do this video before that because I'm always so tired when I get home from the store. All right, this one is a finish. And this one was actually a quick stitch, but it took me a little while. And it's the ornament Christmas on the Farm. And this is from the 2021 Christmas issue from Just Crossstitch. And I thought this was super cute. And as I said, it was pretty easy to stitch. It's just that I have a lot of days where it's just too much to pick up a needle. And that sounds terrible, but it's fatigue. And it happens. So, but anyways, that one is done. And I've got a bunch of paperwork here, and I don't know what's what, but I'm hunting, and we'll see. Okay, this is Mini Victorian. I showed you that last time. And that one is in that pile there somewhere. So I have a lot of things I need to pick up and clean up around here. And eventually I will get to it. Whoops, that's sliding off. I did find out that turmeric capsules may have been causing some of my stomach issues. I read the things that people post on the Facebook support group for polymyalgia rheumatica, and somebody said that turmeric had really ripped up their stomach because it's one of the things that everybody says to take, that it's supposed to help you. Well, then a couple, excuse me, a couple more people said that it was causing them issues. So I thought, I stopped the methotrexate and I had felt a little bit better, but then, I still was having some stomach upset. And so I stopped the turmeric yesterday, and today my stomach is much better. So I've got to see if this is an ongoing, that it's going to be better. See if it makes any difference on how I was feeling not taking it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, this one is here. I know, I'm kind of not all put together. All right, this one, I bought this to do for my husband and I's anniversary back when it was going to be 40 years. At the end of this month, the 27th, it will be 43 years. So that gives you an idea how long I've been working on it. And when you see how little is done on it, you're going to say, what the heck have you been doing? But here we go. This is Barbara Anna Designs, Love Never Fails. And I have always loved the saying that they put on this. And love is patient, love is kind. It always protects, always trusts, always perseveres, love never fails. And kind of with the situations that Bob and I have gone through, this kind of fits our marriage. But it's a cute chart, and I got it out, and I decided, well, it is November again, and I really need to put a little bit of time into this. So I have to take it out of the Q-snap. I leave everything in the Q-snap. I know you're not supposed to do that, but it's what I do. I'm stitching this on 14 count Heroic, which is a beautiful fabric. And I am so used to stitching on the tighter Ada fabrics that I have to be careful that I don't pull too hard when I'm making the stitches and pull it out of shape. All right, and here's where we are. And this time all the upper part had been done before, and I'm going to try, my arm is hurting a lot, so my left arm, so I'm going to try to do it this way. I have been working on the lower part of the dress, so say from here on down, I've been working the black section and then the middle section, and then I started to fill in a little bit of the parts, and her shoes, the top of her shoes start down here because they're going to be in black also. And so I'm going to work on finishing that dress, getting her shoes in, and then there is a border down along the bottom here. And I think I'm going to skip the border for now, and I'm going to go up here and work on this middle part, and then go over and this top and work the guy down, and then I'm going to put that border in at the bottom. That'll be the last thing that I do. So I'm going to try to make this more of a priority so that by next November it will have been completed. And well, I'm saying that I am going to try to do WIPCO 2022. I started it this year but dropped out early in the year because I was trying to do magical stitches too, and I think with all of my issues I was trying to do too much. So I dropped out of both of them. I decided that I'll rethink what I had on that board and how I had it. I don't think I'm going to give myself any rigid goals on it, just that I work on stuff and try to see if I can get some significant progress. Okay, the next one that's piled up over here is Pandemic. And I picked this up. I usually have it sitting on the chair next to me over there. And I try to pick it up because it is loaded up in Pattern Keeper. And so I try to pick it up every few days. And even if I just put a few stitches into it, the stitches go fast because you're only working with one color. So I thought if I keep doing that, I should be able to make some progress. So this is where I have been stitching, is up here in this corner. You can see that. Put it up against my... And lately it's been this section right down here. And it is done all the way across to the other side and down a little bit. And I'm just going to work away at it. It's 208 purple, and the fabric is Wild Berry. It's a Jobelan Ada, I believe. 14 count. And it's really pretty. It has some purpley and pinky shades, but the basis of it is blue. And I think it looks really nice with the purple. So I am just going to put this over here for now. Here's a good, if you can see it, here's a good represents the pinky colors that are in there, the purpley. I don't know if you're able to see that or not. I'm going to hold it up there really close and see if you see them. Anyways, it is a beautiful fabric. Okay, and I got that from 123 Stitch. Okay, next, what do I have piled up over here? Oh, this is my other finish. And you'll know that I was almost finished with this, and that was the Christmas part of this one here. And that's the one with the sleigh. Christmas, winter, whatever you want to call it. And it is in here. And I haven't started the last one. There's one more to do, and I haven't started that one yet. But I will put it in there at some point. All right, here's the finish. I was almost finished with this the last time you saw it. I just had a little bit to do there at the bottom. And there it is. And these are so nice. And here is all three of them, if I can hold it up there. And I am going to try to frame. I think I'm thinking about a frame. Not sure. But they'll be all together on one. That was my plan. Okay, now I think, let me see, I showed you Christmas on the Farm finish, 4 Seasons, which was that one there. And I showed you Love Never Fails and Pandemic. So the last one, and I worked a lot on this one. What I did was, this is a Dimensions kit, Glory of Autumn. And I was having a lot of trouble stitching this because of trying to read the chart. And it is a color chart. And it's, to me, it's tiny. And even with my magnifier and my LED light, I was having a lot of problems with it. And it has a lot of blended fabric, a lot of blended floss in it. And I was just, that's why I kept putting it away, because I love it. It's beautiful, but I was just having such a hard time with it. So I went to the library, a while back, and I just hadn't gotten it put into Pattern Keeper. So what I did was I put it into Pattern Keeper. I had to work on it a little bit to get the, because when you put these non-supported charts in there, you have to line up the grid and everything. But I did that. It's pretty close. I felt that I had gotten it as close as I was going to get it. And this way I can make it big, and I can make it as big as I want. And then I can see it and easily stitch it. So here is my, and it took me a while to get everything caught up on here because I had previously put that scan chart into another viewer that you could enlarge. And so I didn't have everything marked on the paper chart. So I had to try to, as I'm looking at what I had here, figure out what to mark off, what was done. And that took me a while, but I did get it all figured out. And now I am at a point that everything that is stitched on here is marked in Pattern Keeper. And I saw another one somebody posted, I think it was on Instagram, that they had finished recently. And this is beautiful. So I really feel like it's about time to get with it, get it finished. But it's still, I'm still way over here on this side. But there it is. Can you see it? I've been working on the green evergreens and the red going up. And I did down on the tree from where that yellow is towards the bottom and down that trunk. So that's all been done here recently. And like I said, it was going really good for me because of the fact that it's in Pattern Keeper and I can make it larger and easily be able to see it and not have to sit there and study that. Sometimes I'll sit there and I'm just going to flash this to you. This is the chart, one of the pages. And I mean, you can see how busy that is because there's all the, all the backstitch and everything on there. And then I'd sit here and I'd be, like even with the magnifier, I just couldn't, it was getting impossible. Now I did want to work on Frederick, but I didn't have time. I didn't get there. But that is everything that I worked on. Those are all the whips and my two finishes. Move this over here and look at my notes and see if I'm... Yep. All right, I'm going to pull a couple of things out of my... This is my finish box, and it's loaded. I've got to, one of these times, I've got to start getting some of this stuff totally finished. All right, this you saw recently, and this you saw recently. Let me dig down in here. All right, last time, or the time before, I mentioned to you about the spring and anyways, the Brooks Books ones. And here are the two that I have already completed. There's this one. And this one. And there's two more. These are the seasons, 4 seasons. Okay, now let me see what else I've got in here. Dig down in here. Well, since we're getting close to Christmas, this is something I did last year for Christmas. Glad tidings. That was a quick one. And also, here's another Christmas. And let's see what else I've got here. Oh, we just passed Halloween. So here's a Halloween one. And this is one that I did, oh my, a long time ago. These are the outhouses. I have a whole book of outhouses. And I have 3 of the outhouses in here. And I was going to frame these and put these on my downstairs bathroom wall. And I haven't done that yet. Okay, that's all I'm going to pull out of here for right now. Like I said, oh, here's another Christmas that I had done. If you would like to see the rest of these before I actually get them totally finished, let me know and I will pull the box out one of these next times and show them all. Okay, now the winner, and I buried it over here. Okay, good job, Sandy. Let's see if I can move that over there without that pile toppling. Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it. I just got to pull it out of here without having a disaster. I got it. Now, before I show you this, I forgot to show you these the last time I did a video. These baskets. There's 2 of them, one inside of the other. One's slightly smaller. And I found these at Sam's Club. And I thought they were kind of cute. They really won't do much for cross stitch because of the fact they're round. But I thought, you know what, I could stuff yarn into them, crochet when I'm working on something. I just liked them, so I got them. Okay, Hummel. Quite a bit of interest in this. And the other day, when comments had really slowed down on my video, and I figured, well, probably anybody who is interested in this has put their comment in there. Now I just got to find which paper it was I wrote this on. So I listed everybody's names and assigned everybody a number. And then I used the random UX app on my phone. And you just put in the numbers 1 to how many ever you have. And then hit the button and it randomly assigns a number. And then I went on my list to look to see. And the number it came up with was number 2, and I'll show you my list there. Number 2 is Craft and Bev. So Craft and Bev, you have won the Hummel chart, and or charts, because there's quite a few in here. And I believe that I still have your address if you haven't moved. So let me know that you haven't moved, and I will look you up in my address book because I know I've sent you things before, so I'm pretty sure you're in there. and I will try to get this sent out. And again, remember, I'm a little slow. Things will eventually go, but it is a trip uptown, and right now, our bridge that separates the downtown area from the rest of the area where the fast food restaurants are, the grocery stores, the banks, and all that kind of stuff is on the other side of the bridge, because the bridge, Lake Erie, comes right up there, and Vermilion River runs into the lake. So the area that comes where the river is, I'm not saying this very good, you have to go over the river to get to the other half of town. And that's the only bridge. And it is US State Route 6. And the powers that be decided they wanted to replace that bridge deck, and they're repaving US Route 6. So it has been a mess uptown. And now the bridge has been closed since, I think, October 18th. And it is supposed to be closed until, I think, the week after Thanksgiving. And so that means for me to go to the grocery store, the bank, the post office, Wendy's, McDonald's, any places like that, I have to go up and get on the State Route 2, which is a 4-lane highway, go down an exit, get off an exit, and then go up into town on that side of the river. And the fun part is that I found out a few days ago that in all their brilliance, the railroad closed the railroad tracks on that road. So not only was it closed, the bridge closed, but the railroad tracks were closed. So then you even have to go further east to get to another road that goes up to State Route 6 or US Route 6. So it's been interesting around here. So anyways, I digress. So I'm going to let you all go. I've been yakking long enough. I hope everybody is having halfway decent weather, and that you're all well, and that COVID has stayed away. And I just found out a week or so ago that one of my nephews had it. He works for Ford Motor Company, so you could easily pick up something like that there. And he had to quarantine. He didn't have it bad. He quarantined for 2 weeks, and then he was fine. So he said aches and pains, sore throat, that kind of stuff. So it wasn't. He's in his 40s, late 40s. So it wasn't too bad for him. And so I hope it's going well for you. And if you've had it, I hope you're healing well and feeling much better. I know there are a couple that I saw that it said that, either on Instagram or Facebook or something, that COVID had a visit there. So, like I said, take care. Thanksgiving's coming up. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Our dinner will be quite late on Thanksgiving Day because my daughter Christy and my middle granddaughter Marissa both have to work until 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day. And Christy is the assistant store manager, and she has to close. So she probably won't even get out of there until at least 6:15. And then it'll be about a half-hour drive to come here. So we're planning dinner for 7 Thanksgiving night. And hopefully Miranda's off that day, so she will go pick up the other granddaughter and bring her over here, and then we'll get our dinner together. We'll have plenty of time to do that. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody here in the U.S. If you're in other places, I don't keep track of other countries' holidays. So if you have a holiday coming up, have a fabulous one. And I will see you again in a few weeks, 2, 3 weeks, whatever, however it works out. And my love and hugs out to everybody. Take care. Bye bye.